Hey guys, it is Bryden here, and welcome back to the second episode of our Carlisle United series. To start off this episode, we got the short list players that we're looking at for bringing in on this team. All these guys are loan potential players. The white ones are the ones I went through the loan list, and I thought they might be an interesting pickup for us. And the yellow players, or the gold players, if you want to call it that, are the ones that you guys wanted to see. There's only 3 on there, and the reason for that is the rest of the guys we just couldn't physically even bring in. All these players are around 4,000 to 5,000 to 3,000 pounds because we only have about 9,000 pounds to work with. I moved all our transfer budget all the way to our wage budget so we can work with only our wage money that we have. And these are the guys that we could potentially target and get 2 of them on our team. I felt it was better to get at least 2 of these guys rather than go for a bigger one and get 1. Because potentially with the money that if we get a promotion, we could bring one of these guys in as well permanently at the end of his loan, which would be a good thing. And then we can also test to see if some of these guys are worth their while. Before we really go into much of that, like I said, we went for the yellow guys already, so I sent offers out for them. But we're moving on to our second game of this series after playing the first game there. This one is a League Cup matchup against Fleetwood Town, so not an extremely tough one for us to take on early on. We're one league above them. They are still a team that's almost on par with us because Carlisle United is only a 2-star team. I think that Fleetwood is maybe, I actually don't know for sure, possibly a 1-star or 1.5. So it is pretty close matchup, but at the same time too, we should be able to dispense with them quite easily in this game. You can see the starting formations and whatnot. They're going for a 4-4-2, and we're still working with the formation that we had previously. I haven't changed anything as of yet because you guys suggested a couple ideas, and I haven't looked at it at this point. I decided, okay, in this game we're going to go still with what we have, and we gave most of our normal guys a shot that we've had currently. I listened to you guys on the Robson, moving Robson up to the left mid position, and then I'm moving down Chandler to the left back position. So I went with that one as well, and then maybe a couple changes were added on top of that, but nothing too major. We kept with pretty much what we had in the first game, giving a couple other guys a chance to see what they could potentially do in this one. For the time being, we're still a little bit undermanned from what I'd like to be. We want to bring in some talent so that we have some guys to work off and really put the stress of the game on them so that the other players aren't really having to pull the load that much, because I really, with past experiences, it's really nice bringing in a guy that's a little bit above the class of some of the other players in your league, because then it makes it a lot easier to control the play and a lot easier to make plays happen as well. So, with the players that we're looking at right now, we got some good options moving forward, but still at this point, we do not have any of them yet, so we're working with what we have, which is perfectly fine, but at the same time, too, I'm excited to make some moves and make some transfers, although they'll be loan deals. We'll still have some a couple new players at least that can potentially make an impact for our team, whereas we might not have them right now. So yeah, we move though ahead here, and we're already at the end of the first half. Pretty good chances for both sides. The game was relatively even at this point. We did get some early chances there, and almost a nice goal from far off from one of our Carlisle United players. But yeah, as you can see, the shots and overall possession of the game were quite even at this point. Both sides getting good opportunities, but not a lot happening in the first half, as both were just kind of testing the waters, seeing what they could potentially do, and a lot of good defensive play was the main factor in the first half. Here we bring on Jervis to see if he can make an impact on the front end for us, because we really didn't have that many opportunities early on. Only Miller's shot was really a testing one, and there's another one from him. A great opportunity, but he isn't able to put that one in. There, Ballin comes off for Thirlwell. He had a good game, but he was quite tired at this point at the 75th minute, so we brought him off for this point, trying to add a little bit of life into our squad, try and keep the movement going, keep the play going on our favor. Here in the 83rd minute, we get a good opportunity off some passing here, as Miller's able to see Robson coming in from the wing. He takes the shot and gets a goal for us, guys. There's the goal, the 85th minute, a late one for us, but Robson coming in off the wing gets a nice goal, and there we have the 1-0 lead after a lot of struggles getting offensive chances in this game. We finally put one away, and Fleetwood Town is now tasked with trying to get back in this game with only a few minutes left, so we almost have this one in the bag. A good performance by the boys and a nice goal by Robson, who you guys recommended bringing up to left mid, and he did make an impact there, so great decision from the backroom staff, from you guys. But here you can see right away, Parkin gets the goal for Fleetwood Town. I kind of broke down defensively, and we gave it away right away. Almost as soon as we had the opportunity to keep this lead, we just gave it away right away, which led to the goal and led to the game being tied and going into extra time. There's the last chance of the half though, and Fleetwood Town trying to get the lead, but they aren't able to do it. So with that said, 2 goals late on in this game makes this game pushed ahead to the extra time period. Now heading into the extra time, I knew that I gave up a great opportunity there and felt quite gutted. We had the chance to move on to the next round of the League Cup, which would have been nice quite early on in this one, but we gave up the opportunity right away, and I was very determined to get this one back. I did not want to lose this game after giving that up, especially to Fleetwood Town. That was something that I was not going to entertain one bit. But the first half of the extra time was pretty even, as both sides had, a couple opportunities, but nothing to write home about. That was our first real big opportunity, as we thought maybe we had it there, but that didn't go in for us. And there's Fleetwood Town's only opportunity of the half, as they're moving the ball around, and they find the open player right there, but Colin comes out far, tries to get that one. Another save too. He keeps making the saves there, and chaos ensues. I get the ball for a quick second there, can't clear it, and it goes right to Ball, who puts that one in the net. I actually really like this goal, even though it was against us, because I hadn't seen a play like this that was just, pure insanity. Everybody was moving everywhere. I didn't know what was going on, and I knew for 1 second, I was like, hey, the ball is on my feet. I can do something with it. And then, it got stripped right off my feet right away, and it went in the net. So I was quite disappointed about that fact, but at the same time, it was nice seeing a really, weird goal like that I have not seen in FIFA 13 as of yet. There was an opportunity for us with about 5 minutes left. We tried to take a shot off there. We couldn't get it to go. Unfortunately, guys, to be honest as well, Fleetwood Town really did control most of the play in the second half of extra time. We were trying to bring the play to them, but they were really bringing the play to us, and it led to them almost getting an insurance goal a couple times. The score did end 2-1, though. Quite disappointed with this result, as we really did not want to lose to Fleetwood Town. But we did choke in the last couple minutes of the game there, and it also led to extra time where we weren't able to accomplish anything. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, because I was really hoping that we could go into this League Cup, see how far we could go, and potentially even face up against a tough team and really see if we can test our mettle against them. That's going to have to be another cup competition, though, because in this one we are out, and we're just going to have to deal with it. The good positive, though, is that we do have plenty of league games, and we don't have a very deep roster, so this is going to give us an opportunity to focus on them a little bit more, because we really do want to get promoted in our first season and not dwell in League One for too long. The one positive as well that we can take out of this is that after the game, I was like, okay, here, we're going through, seeing the final scores, that's cool and all, but I did get a couple emails, and I'm like, alright, here we go. So a couple of the guys that you wanted to see, we actually got a loan accepted for Nathan Redmond, which was a guy that one of you guys recommended, and I was really excited about him. I looked at his stats, and I said, we have to get this guy. I actually thought that Birmingham would not want to let him go on loan, but they actually let him go on loan, so that was really cool. John Taylor was another guy one of you guys recommended, but we already brought in Nathan Redmond. They're both right mids, so I decided that we just get one and leave the other, because there are other positions that we can use our money for. So we get Nathan Redmond, and we still have one more spot open. I've already showed you guys, obviously, the list beforehand, so you guys can look at that one, kind of see who you think might be a good pickup for us in one of the positions. Taking into account what we've done in the past couple games, you guys can make the decision of, yeah, this position doesn't look as strong, maybe we need to bring someone in that spot, and yeah, we can move forward and do that. So after our game there, we move on to our third game, and this is a League Cup match, or not a League Cup match, this is a regular game against Yeovil Town. And we're hoping, because they're not the strongest of the squads, that we're hoping that we can take them down in this one. We are playing our first game at home, so we're going to use that to our advantage. And as well, we're bringing in some fresher players too, and Redmond's getting his first start. So plenty of opportunity for some guys here to see what they can do. Madden was one of the guys you can see on the list there saying that he wanted more money, and he's going to get the start here to see if he's worth doing that for him. So there you can see the two teams in the intro here. Ballin getting another start. We're giving him the captaincy at this point. I just left it on them because center defensive mid was the role for Thirlwell, who was the original captain on the team. And if you might see the difference here actually in our formation, I did change it up a bit. I went for a 4-4-2. It actually reads 4-1-2-1-2. The reason for this is that I wanted to have a guy a little bit more up the field in a center attacking mid role, so we can have someone starting to feed our strikers. I felt like in the previous game that we didn't have that connection. I really like having the guy connected between the two, so the midfield guys can really feed it up to one guy up top that's able to connect to the strikers. So let me know if you like this positioning and formation. Tell me if you think it worked well in this game against Yeovil Town. So here about 8 minutes in, Madden scores the goal for us. So the guy that wants more money is proving his worth by scoring there, and we get the early goal in this game to start off. I felt a little bit peeved after our game against Fleetwood Town. I played this one almost immediately afterwards, and I really wanted to win, especially after getting our draw in the first game of the season. So yeah, we come out early, we do pretty good. Here's a chance for Yeovil Town, taking the shot off here, but it goes quite wide, nothing too much for Collins to be tested by. Here's another chance at the 31-minute mark, another chance for Yeovil to try and get something done. but they're really just not getting much opportunity there. It's a little bit of a dangerous play. It could have gone bad against us, but luckily the play stays in our favor, and we're not able to have to worry about anything going wrong there. And we move forward here for one opportunity left in the first half. Again, the half didn't have that many opportunities. We did get a couple of opportunities, but there wasn't too much going for us there. We take a shot from Ballon, but it gets deflected. A block shot by the Yeovil Town player, and there ends the first half there. So we did have more of the chances, and we got the first goal. So a good start for us in this one, and we wanted to keep this play moving forward into the second half. The main positive from the first half, so we kept most of the possession. So I wanted to keep doing that in the second half. It seemed like a positive thing, because in the first game that we played, we didn't have most of the possession, and Fleetwood Town actually controlled most of the possession as well. Even though it was relatively even, we like to have about a 55% at least possession rate, so that we know that we're controlling most of the play and not giving them that many opportunities. Here's Ballon coming in from the middle. Takes the shot off. It's a deflected one though, and we get a corner off this one. So a good little string of play here as we're able to keep the ball in Yeovil Town's end and try and get something from it. Here's the chance going into the box, but it's a nice save by the goaltender. And that's one of the things I'm trying to work on too, is try and work on my corners. We have not gotten a corner goal yet, and I haven't got a corner goal yet, I think, in FIFA 13 minus playing online. So, I mean, that's something I'm trying to get, because that would be another really a positive for us as well if we can start getting some corner goals along with some crosses into the box. Those will probably be the goals that we score more often than anything. Continuing the play though, we really were controlling early parts of the second half as we're moving the ball around here, getting chances and getting opportunities. And there's a chance for Yeovil to get it out, but we Potts, the center back there, comes all the way up and keeps the ball still in our possession. And Ballon here for a chance, and it goes right across the box. There's an opportunity for someone to tap it in, but no one's able to get to it there, and that kind of ends the sequence as we get one more there that's blocked off, and Yeovil is able to get that one out at that point. Now moving ahead to the 86th minute, another chance for Yeovil to see if they can get back in this one, get the tie, but they're not able to do it, and we really kept them to limited opportunities late in this one. And here, we actually corner them in the corner as the last minutes are going down, and there's an opportunity for us to get one more goal. Madden taking the shot again, but he's a little off balance and it doesn't go in. Still though, we get the 1-0 win, guys. A good win for us as we have been struggling to find the win column. We've got one loss and one draw in the season so far. And there you can see Nathan Redmond, the new acquisition, the guy that's on loan from Birmingham City, is the man of the match. So a good start for him, and really enjoyed how he played in this game. On that note though, guys, let me know as well who you'd like to see as the last player that we bring in this transfer window. We still have around £5,000 to spend or so. So it can be any of the guys that we've already looked at the short list, or if you have someone else in mind that you think would be a good fit that's around that price range, let me know in the comments below. And just so you guys know, regarding the Carlisle United series, we're going to be doing episodes every 2 or 3 days, and those episodes are going to have 2 or 3 games in them. So stay tuned for those, and thanks so much for watching, and that's it for now.
Notts County 2, Portsmouth 0. Scunthorpe United 0, Preston North End 2, Shrewsbury Town 2, Doncaster Rovers 1, Swindon Town 2.